Welcome to New Factory Classics. Today we're going to discuss Love at the Lodge, a movie on Peacock from Nicely Entertainment. Now it stars Emma, who is a lawyer who's trying to make partner at her firm. So one thing she does is try and set up their yearly retreat up at a lodge. So she just is only focused on business, only focused on law. She's doing whatever she can to assist her boss. And so her boss even says when she goes up to the lodge, she has a secret side project for her, which is great because Emma does not care about love or anything else. All she wants to do is make partner. Now Liam, on the other hand, runs the Sunset Lodge. It's a beautiful retreat, but he can't bring in any business. There is a big businessman who's trying to buy the retreat from him. He keeps offering him more than what it's worth. He keeps telling him, hey, you have one guest and you have 35 rooms up at this lodge. You're losing money. You need to sell to me. Now Liam doesn't want to sell the lodge because it's been in his family for 3 generations and he just needs to figure out how to bring in more business. His hope that this retreat that's happening this weekend will convince lawyers to come up there more often and convince other companies to come and have retreats there themselves. Now there's some side stories about them getting ready for the retreat, but I'm not really going to cover that. Instead, what I'm going to cover is Liam's mom finds a golden eagle baby chick in a nest that's abandoned, and she immediately takes the golden eagle and puts it in a box, a big box with a bunch of stuff in it that she just randomly throws into the trash and puts the baby in there. Now, I must let you know, it is a felony to touch eagles, baby eagles. Even touching their feathers is technically against the law. Liam is preparing for Emma's arrival, and he's trying to find a big box of stuff that she sent up. She was going to make a big presentation to everyone who's coming to the lodge and the retreat. It turns out that that's the box that Liam's mom got, and she threw everything into the trash. She threw a projector and thousands of dollars worth of materials into the trash in order to end up committing the felony to touch this baby bird and steal it from its own mother. She is, in my opinion, entering the villain phase of her life because she's just willing to destroy everything in order to do whatever she wants. Emma arrives at the lodge and immediately hates everything. The city girl cannot handle life at the remote lodge that she is the one that booked. She booked this retreat. She looked at the website. She did everything, but she still decided that it's not what she wanted. And she's going to complain the entire first half of this film. Everything. She's going to wear high heels in the mud. She is going to be completely unprepared for life at the lodge that she reserved. Now it starts raining randomly, so much so that all the roads close down. They're covered in mud, nobody can drive up the hill, so more than likely the retreat is going to be canceled. Emma's sad. This was her big chance to be promoted, and she was going to do everything she could to make partner. So she ends up literally leaving the retreat. She just walks down the hill in the mud in pouring rain, and then the rain randomly stops, and she gets a phone call from her boss, who confirms that the retreat is canceled, but it doesn't really matter because the real reason she wanted the retreat there is the boss is working with that businessman who's trying to buy the lodge. Emma's boss is the cousin of the businessman trying to buy the lodge, and she wants Emma to convince Liam to sell the lodge to the boss's cousin so they can make a hefty profit. So if Emma can convince Liam to sell the lodge, then basically she can make partner, which is perfect because Emma doesn't want to do anything around the retreat. She just wants to sit there, convince him to sell his birthright and make all that money for her boss so then she can finally be good at business. And that's all she wants in life, is just to be good at business and to make partner. So I'm sure nothing else will happen that will change that. So Liam's mom admits to everyone that she's an ornithologist, which makes it even worse. If you're an ornithologist, you should know that it's against the law to touch baby golden eagle chicks. It would be as if people were saying that Nicolas Cage should be let go because he knew a lot about cars, so it's okay that he stole a bunch of cars and gone in 60 seconds. This entire movie, she's committing a felony and just stealing this baby bird that is an endangered species and just doesn't really care because that's what she wanted to do. So Emma has to convince Liam to sell the lodge. So she's going to do everything she can to convince him. So they're going to go out to dinner, and he is in love with her because frankly she's the only woman that doesn't work for him or his mom that he knows. So that's the only reason why he could possibly like her, because the entire movie she's complaining. So the only reason he likes her is because she's the only one there. And the only reason Emma fakes that she likes him is because she's trying to steal his birthright. They end up going on several exploration dates. She hates it out in the wild, but really wants him to sell his inheritance. And he just loves the idea that she's not stealing golden eagle eggs, and she doesn't work for him. No one in this movie ever tries to actually increase business at the lodge. They just lost their conference. They have Emma and one other group of people staying there, but they're going to be more focused on chopping wood and seeing how the couple is doing together. Even though they have a website, they don't try and advertise. They don't try and talk to her about a different idea that they could bring people in. They have a 4-star chef. They have a yoga instructor, but nobody once tries to figure out how to bring in more business. You know, it occurred to me once about an hour into this film that his mom never actually takes care of the chick. She put it in that box and left it in her room or somewhere. You periodically will hear it chirping in the background, but she never actually takes care of the chick. She stole it from its mom, and she's more focused on taking care of her own son, her own baby. Maybe something that the mother eagle would have loved to do, but she stole it while the mother eagle was getting food for the baby. So it's just kind of chirping in the background, dying off. Emma eventually has a change of heart. She realizes that she's falling in love with Liam, and she can't steal his birthright. So she just starts a random fight with him and runs away. She doesn't want to deal with it. She doesn't know how to express her feelings, so she's always been about business. She doesn't know what to do, so she runs away. Liam's heartbroken. He can't bring in any money. He's not even good at love, so he just decides to sell his business to that man who was trying to buy it in the beginning. By the time Liam sells it, she's already back in the big city. She walks in and everyone throws her a party. She convinced that rube to sell his inheritance, and now they're going to knock down the lodge and build a bunch of condominiums on the top of the hill. Emma is so sad. Not only did she lose Liam, his inheritance is going to be destroyed. She realizes that maybe there is more to life than just trying to get promoted and make partner. So she comes up with an amazing plan, which is to go to the court and prove that the lodge can't be knocked down because it's a golden eagle, basically hatching area. And they prove this by bringing in a golden eagle chick into the courtroom, which is amazing because they prove that the man would be committing a felony by bringing in their own baby chick, proving that they themselves committed a felony. The court doesn't seem to care about what Liam's mom does and just grants them the ban from knocking down the lodge. They end up buying the lodge back at half the price that they sold it so they can make some cash off of the man. And they're going to use that to update the lodge, but with no construction because that would be against the law because 2 minutes earlier they said construction was banned from the hill. So I'm not sure what they're going to do with the money to update it, but they're planning on using that money to update the lodge so people will come without construction. And then, of course, Liam and Emma fall in love. They decided that everything worked out. She doesn't need to be a lawyer. She wants to be a lodge owner's wife and live out in the forest and cross creeks and steal baby birds. And then they end up finding love at the lodge. And now I have seen it, so you don't have to. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.